Hey everybody, Maddie Ghost here and welcome to the Photoshop tutorial on just the basics of opening up a Photoshop document and like the considerations of what needs to be done in order for your Photoshop document graphic design to be successful and great. So the screen, it's pre-recorded, so I'm going to talk over it, so I'm going to miss things and I apologize. But I'd rather not record this in a classroom full with full of many people who do not have respect for the rest of the class. So here we go. This I'm about to open up um, the Texas Image PSD, which was another one of my learning targets that's already been graded. So here it is as a Photoshop document. And I'm going to demonstrate what it's supposed to be. So here, pause. No, pause. Oof. So the resolution is for on a screen. The highest resolution it could be in general is 72, and anything above that's just extra. So you don't really want to do that. And since this is staying on a computer and I don't plan on printing it out, the color mode is going to be um, RGB because that's the color mode of the screen, whereas a printer is going to be CMYK because those are the colors that are used in the printer. That, as you could see here, this is already in RGB, but the when you were going to open up something else. Anyway, what I'm about to demonstrate here is adding, oh, no, the document type that this will be. Right now it's in a Photoshop document, so it has all of its layers as you see in the bottom right corner. So all of those are there. The layers are really helpful because um, you can locate one specific thing and edit that, and it's great. So the other two file types that you can save this here are JPEGs and PNGs. PNGs, you don't normally want to save an entire image as those because, like, the good thing about them is that they're the transparent images, but the bad thing is they don't have as many colors as JPEGs do. They're only in, I think, six. They're in some bit of color. I think it's 8-bit. I'm not quite sure. It only displays 256 colors. That's what it is. And then JPEG, it's like full quality, all of the all of the colors that you can see here, even though it's kind of faded because it's like double recording. Oh no, like with the copier. Um, if I were to print that out and change the color mode, it would print, well, not print, but if I were to save it, it would be all the colors at that quality and it would be nice. So normally when you want to save something, you would also save it as a JPEG because you can't really upload Photoshop documents to websites to submit things. So that's why JPEG is always like what you should go to automatically. I'm not going to save it here though because I already have it saved and submitted. So I'm going to X out of that. Now I want to add more flames to the background. It's not going to be like those nice orange flames in the corner because I'm on the wrong layer and I didn't realize that as I was recording this. But you need to use the free, oh geez, the freeform pen tool, because it really helps when you want to make nice flame shapes like those. So after you do those, you go to filter up at the top of the screen, you go to render and then flame. Now there's a whole bunch of different flame options that you can choose. I chose the one flame along path because all the other ones just look awkward, like this one. I'd rather not have that, and that they just look really awkward. So I'm going to choose that. You can change how fat they are or how thin they are, but I'm going to keep them at the medium because that's how I look, and I don't want to mess with the quality because who knows what I'll do with that. So since they're on the background and the background has some kind of funky going on where there's like 3 different layer masks, and it's just, it made the flame like that color. But if you would want for the flames to be nice and orange here, I'm gonna pause that real quick. Nice and orange here, you would have to add another layer on top of the background, and then they'll be orange and lovely and normal fire flames. So what I'm doing now is deleting the paths, because if you don't delete them and you're trying to add more flames, they're just going to build right on top of each other. So you want to get rid of them. And all you need to do is use the directs. This is not direct selection, is it? All right. Go to the path selection tool, click on the paths, and then the delete key. Yes. And they're now gone. So that is the basics of some Photoshop aspects that you could do. It's always like really important to make sure you are in the right color mode. Otherwise, if it's on the computer, it's going to look awkward if you're in CMYK. And if you print something out and you're in RGB color mode, it's going to look, all the colors aren't going to be as nice and vibrant as you want them to be. I did a project a couple weeks ago in SciViz where we made game boards on Photoshop and we all printed them out, and I didn't realize I was not in CMYK. I don't think I was in CMYK. So all of our boards were kind of faded, and it didn't look as nice as we wanted them to be, but that's because we didn't have the right considerations when we were printing things off. So if there are any other questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. But this is like my basic knowledge so far, and I mean, this looks nice, but I also had to look up a tutorial for how to do it because I didn't know about the flame filter and all that really cool stuff that you have to hunt around for in the filters bar, and all the awesome layer mask things, like how there's shadows in the background. So that's really nice. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back this weekend to do another video game video that most likely will be Final Fantasy, because it will be. I'll see you all soon. Bye. Nope.